Hello everybody and welcome to Eddzshed, the legendary gaming channel. And by that I mean I've got currently about 7 or 8 subscribers, so please help us out and subscribe if you like this video at the end. Today I'm going to be talking about Guild Wars 2 and how to make money in it. As far as I'm concerned, there are sort of 5 real ways to make money, and one of them is just remembering the basics, which I'll cover at some point in this video. So the first method that I want to talk about is actually doing dungeons. They're a really good source of gold. They can be a lot of fun as well if you've got a good team with you. Some of the dungeons will net you about 3 gold, and even the ones that don't net you as much, just for completing it, you tend to make more because you'll come across rare lodestones and sort of better loot. So you can always make it back through that. The biggest problem that you will have with dungeons is the fact that you come across people that are quite frankly horrible nowadays in the Guild Wars dungeons, especially in the looking for group section. So if you don't know what you're doing, go and find some tutorials on how to run the dungeons before you even get started, and also don't put up with the horrible behaviour from certain people. If you're taking a lot of abuse in a dungeon group, either completely ignore the person giving it you, or I would suggest actually just leaving. That may seem like sort of bad sportsmanship and not seeing something through at the end, but the level of hatred that you can receive is quite frankly not worth it, in my opinion. That's why I've sort of stopped doing the LFG dungeons now, and I will purely just run them with friends and with my guild. The second thing to think about is doing the world events. You can go, there'll be a link in the comments below to the Dragon Timer, which is a website that actually puts up the times as to when the world events will be going off. Also, there tends to be trains that you can just join in, and they'll let you know where they're going to next. These are really good as well because with a lot of the champions that you'll be killing, you'll have a good chance of getting named weapons. And these weapons, you know, if you get crustacean, that's 200 gold. Last I checked in the trade post when I came to buy crustacean, as I say, it was about 200 gold. So you get something like that, and it's a huge leap forward for most people anyway. Most people don't have 200 gold knocking around. This sort of brings us nicely on to what I was saying earlier about remembering the basics. If you get crustacean, you do not want to accidentally salvage that and just end up with some gold, or as in gold ore, or some copper bars and rune stones and what have you, right? That's 200 gold gone right there. So before you, especially with exotics, but I would also recommend you doing it with rares, go on to the trading post, because you can do it from anywhere in Guild Wars, it's very good like that, and just check how much the item's actually worth. And if it's worth, 10 silver, yeah, it might be worth you salvaging it. Sometimes you can get rune stones that are worth more than that. Anything over 10 silver, definitely put it on the trade post. Sure, you've got, I think it's 15% commission that you're in effect paying on the trade post, but you're still getting far more for doing that than if you salvage it. I shouldn't even have to be telling you this, but I feel that it would be wrong for me to do a how to make gold without pointing out the obvious. Also with the basics, in Guild Wars now, you are going to make money just through playing it. So play the game, you will make money. There's a lot less gold sinks with them getting rid of the paying for repairs. So that's something else. But I dare say if you're watching this, you already play a lot, you're just struggling to get anywhere. Now the final 2 ones that I'm going to mention are the ones where you can make big money regularly. I will start with the chest farm in the Silver Wastes. This is something that if you're watching this, in maybe 6 months' time, so that takes you to about any time in 2016, this has probably been nerfed, because it's going to. Because you can make 100 gold a day doing the chest farm. There will be on my channel, and there probably already is by the time you're watching this, a guide to doing the chest farm and some tips and tricks when you're doing it. The other brilliant thing about the chest farm in the Silver Wastes is that you're going to receive maybe 30 obsidian shards per hour. Now when you come to make your legendary, which I dare say most of you are wanting to do, this is going to save you all of your karma. You're not going to have to spend any of your karma to get obsidian shards. And I may well do a video as well, if you check out my channel, on how to turn your karma into gold. It's not a straight exchange, but there are ways and means to get around it and to transform your karma into gold. And karma, ultimately, the only thing it is really worth getting it for is the obsidian shards to make your legendary. So if you've already got 500 obsidian shards, then why bother keeping the karma? I didn't bother karma farming to get my most recent legendary, which is Juggernaut, which is one of the most expensive ones out there. I simply got them all through doing the chest farm and the Silver Waste, so it really works and pays off. The final one, which is sort of an inherent mechanic in Guild Wars, so it's unlikely to ever get nerfed, but can make you hundreds of gold a week. It tends to peak out at about 100 gold a week when I've done it in the past, is flipping items on the trading post, you know. A little bit of history to throw in with this for you is the mechanics of flipping stuff on the trading post is the same as what people in Wall Street do when they're scalping. So, you know, I suppose it's also bragging rights if you learn how to do it. There'll be a tutorial on my channel, again, make sure you subscribe. Just to summarise what it's all about now on this little video about making money on Guild Wars, or making gold on Guild Wars, is it's the very simple principle of buying low, selling high, but as opposed to waiting for the actual price of an item to rise, as we're seeing with, say, the precursors, where they're going up and up and up and up, we simply put an order in at the low price, and then we sell for the high price. And the difference in between is our profit. We obviously have to make sure that we have enough of a profit that the trade post commission doesn't take away from that. As I say, I'll put up an in-depth video on my channel, as it's a very long and arduous subject to be talking about, and is worthy of its own video. I hope this has been of some help to you. I know a lot of the points have been quite vague, but as I say, I'm trying to push you towards my channel. One, because I want to drive up subscribers, and two, because a lot of these things need broken down videos where you can see the innermost mechanics of them. So as I say, I hope this has been of some help to you. Check out the other videos and go from there. I'm sure that I can help you make lots of gold in Guild Wars. Right, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Eddzshed's the name of the channel. Remember that name. It's going to be big one day. Thank you for watching. It means we have made 2 gold and about 2 gold 50, which is very quick. You know, it's been maybe 20 minutes. We've done that, and if we'd have bought more items, they'd have all happened in the same time. So we could have made perhaps 10 gold in 20 minutes. That's probably a lot quicker than you're able to make it currently.